Welcome to the Albert and Billy Show, everybody. You're listening to us here on WUAT Radio and watching us on channel 18 BTC Fiber TV, and of course also on the BTC Fiber YouTube channel. Be sure to get on there, like, subscribe, share, comment, all that good stuff. We do appreciate it. You know, we challenge everybody to get to 1,000. It's going pretty good. I think it's kind of getting close to 2,000. I'm pretty sure. Well, I ain't looked at it in a minute, but I want to say the last time I saw it, it was either like at 1.6 thousand or 1.7 something. So that means it's closing in on 2,000.
Let me
So
ask you
thank
a
you,
question.
folks.
Is that good?
That's very good. Yeah, that's good. That is a good thing, and we do appreciate it.
What impresses me about your introduction that you give every week, we're in the midst of, in the history making of technology at its highest, I would think, at this point. We have a television station in Pikeville, Tennessee.
That's right.
That is
pretty cool,
amazing.
isn't it?
That's
I
amazing.
know.
And we're on it.
That's right. That's right. And people have been beyond kind, and it's mind blowing the reaction we get, but very humbling, and we very appreciative of it too. Just never expected it.
No, not in a million years.
I guess that's what makes it all that much sweeter, I guess, because but yes, we do appreciate all of you. Thank you for watching. Remember, you can watch not just our show, you can watch all the original BTC Fiber shows on the BTC Fiber YouTube page. So get on there and check them out. Check out the new one, Mike and Bradley Sports Scene. I assure you that one's going to get funnier and funnier each week the more they get comfortable with it.
I'm sure they're very tickled.
They are, and all you gotta do is you can listen to them tonight, as a matter of fact, because the Warriors are going to Sell Creek tonight, but you can listen to the game live here on WUAT at 7, and Mike and Bradley will have the call for you. Just listening to them on there, you'll get a taste of it. And I promise you will laugh at least once or twice, I promise you. But and we remember the Facebook page again. Don't forget to get on the BTC Fiber Facebook page and the Albert and Billy Show Facebook page. Get on there, same thing, like, share, all that good stuff. So I think that covers it all. I try my best to remember everybody. Papa, a lot's going on this weekend. This is Labor Day weekend, folks. We have, you'll be talking about that, so I'll let you talk about it. But that's a 4-day event. You're going to be talking about the Lucky Star.
Wow, 4 days.
Which we had them on here not long ago talking about that. And they did a good job.
Mikey Bledsoe.
Yeah, Mikey Bledsoe and Cameron Freshour. And they're going to be performing there, of course, along with others. Yeah, he's been on the show twice, and he's done a great job both times. He can sing. He's a very good singer. But we have a lot going on this weekend. But I guess before we get to that, I want to wish some people happy birthday. All right. On August 28th, I want to say happy birthday to Kurt Mills. David Morgan, the Morgan Brothers, his birthday was the 30th. So, his birthday wasn't that long ago, was it? And then we got Sydney Mills, also on the 30th. Donna Oaks on the 31st. And today we got Charlie Miller. Happy birthday, Charlie Miller. Aubrey Turner. Aaron Lloyd. Dixie, I hope I say this right, Dixie Egan. E-G-A-N?
Egan.
Okay. Dixie Egan, happy birthday to you. Also a birthday today, Gwen Woodall. So happy birthday, Gwen. Tomorrow we got some birthdays. Casey Haston has a birthday tomorrow on the 2nd. Also on the 2nd, happy birthday to Cheryl Wheeler. Rhonda Robertson, hers is on the 3rd. So happy birthday, Rhonda. And Roberta Smith is on the 3rd. Is that the one that works?
Yeah.
Oh, no, is it her? Cool. Happy birthday, Roberta. Also, happy birthday to Judy Bayless. Hers is on the 3rd. And on the 4th, happy birthday to Lindsay Wilburn and Trevor Bailey. Happy birthday, Trevor. And finally, on the 5th, happy birthday to Teddy Smith. He was a bus driver for years and years and years. So,
I remember Teddy quite well.
Oh yeah. So happy birthday, Teddy. Hope all you guys are having.
More on this one?
I don't think there's any more besides Aaron, right, for today. Yeah. There'll be some more to say next week, though. Yeah, those will all be for next week. So, happy birthday. If I said your name, happy birthday, or I hope you had a great birthday, or I hope you're going to have a great birthday, right, Papa?
Right.
And I'm going to get a drink before I say all this, I believe, Papa. It's that jam-packed this weekend. So, this is a weekend, folks, you can't say there's nothing to do because there's plenty going on this weekend. On this Labor Day weekend, let's see. I want to start out by telling you, though, that you can still register for the fall season of soccer. It's now open. You can go to the Bledsoe County Youth Soccer Association's Facebook page, or you can come to the practice at the fields, which are next to Pikeville Elementary School, and register in person. For more information, just call Greg Smart. The number to call is 423-364-1154. 423-364-1154. And practices are Tuesdays and Fridays at 5 p.m. The Bargain Basement is one of the things that'll be going on this weekend. But it's just time for that. They do this twice a month. So it's upon us now tomorrow. The Bargain Basement Day will be open from 9 a.m. until 1 p.m. It will be at the Methodist Church, as always. And as always, it is sponsored by the United Methodist Women. The proceeds used for missions. This will be the first look at fall and winter clothing just put out. All right. So check that out, folks. Most of the items are going to be $1 unless marked. Coats and jackets, $3 or $5. Dresses, $2. Shoes, $1. Books, $1. For a grocery bag full and lots of new linens, come take a look. And clean, usable donations, of course, are always appreciated, folks. So if you haven't checked that out, you might want to. You'll get some good deals there, won't they? Really good deals.
Yes. Bear in mind, they mentioned donations.
Yes.
We have at our clothes closet, people will leave bags of clothing. Bags full.
Yeah.
So the people in this county, in particular in this city, this town, they are conscientious about people in need.
Yes, and that is the whole county.
They bring donations.
Yes. And First Southern Clothes Closet does pretty good with that, don't they?
Oh, yes. It's tremendous.
I feel like really all the clothes closets and everything like that does good because of what you're saying.
Yes.
And I've been told many times that that's not something you see in every town.
No, I'd say it's not evident in many towns up and down this valley.
I would say not. So that's something to be proud of. That's a good thing. Let's see, Papa. We'll continue with this Labor Day weekend activities. You can start out the weekend tomorrow morning and get you a good breakfast at the Rescue Squad, folks. It'll be from 7 to 11 a.m. It's their country breakfast buffet. They'll have bacon, sausage, fried bologna, as Papa says, scrambled eggs, gravy, biscuits, and other breakfast goodies. So maybe that'll be a surprise. This fundraiser benefits your rescue squad going towards equipment, gas, and other things they need to help Bledsoe County. Help them help you. I like that. Help them help you.
What I like about it, it's a buffet.
Yes.
That way you can get more than one piece of bacon.
Yes. You can go back for more, can't you? Yes, I've ate at it, and don't think I didn't go back for more, because I did. So you'll get plenty to eat, folks, and it's good. This one is sponsored by Edward L. Boring Law Office, right next to us here in our studio. So check that out tomorrow. Get you a good breakfast. That's from 7 to 11 a.m. at the Rescue Squad. And tomorrow, this is a big event. It's time for the Cruise In and Summer Nights. So it's a Summer Nights Cruise In Saturday. That is tomorrow. And if you've never come to one of these, you got to. It's a great event. There's always a great crowd for these. The farmers market stays open most of the day and night for this, so you don't want to miss it. Check it out, folks. You won't regret it. And this weekend, tomorrow actually, you can come enjoy music and a cruise in for Summer Nights in downtown Pikeville. Legacy will take the stage tomorrow. That'll be at 5 p.m. That's going to be on the Main Street stage. And I'm pretty sure Legacy has performed at this before, because that name sounds familiar. I feel like I've said this before. Pretty sure I have.
There's a woman that comes to our church, member of our church, got a granddaughter named Legacy.
Oh, wow, that is a cool name.
Yeah, Legacy.
Yeah, I like that. Well, come check out the group Legacy. And like I said, they take the stage at 5 p.m. They'll be on the Main Street stage right here in downtown Pikeville, along with the car show. That also starts at 5 p.m. The event will be held rain or shine. Bring a lawn chair for comfort. Of course, you want to do that. Bring your lawn chair, sit down, relax, and have you a good old time, folks.
Or stand up.
Or stand up. Whatever you want to do. And like I said, don't forget the farmers market. They'll be open on their regular hours, but they're open pretty much all day and night on these events. So if you haven't checked it out, like I say, I'll say it again, you need to. It's well worth it. So that's a busy day right here in Pikeville in Bledsoe County, and we're not done yet, because Papa's got some good announcements for you too, don't you?
I've got a couple.
That's right. And one's a big one. A big event taking place this weekend.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
There is going to be a fall festival at the Mount Crest United Methodist Church.
It's another one.
And it's going to be September the 16th. That'll be...
Okay, so that's
2 weeks from tomorrow.
Yeah.
That is located on State Route 30.
Mm-hmm.
And that's west of Pikeville if you're taking 30 west. And they're
right next to Wheeler Elementary School.
Right next to Wheeler, and the hours are from 9 in the morning to 3 in the afternoon.
Oh, that's good.
And they're going to have bouncy houses, cake,
all right,
bake sales, gospel music, crafts.
Good.
The children's chorus is going to be singing. Joyce Carroll's going to be there.
Oh,
and she's going to have Sharita Black with her.
Cool.
They've got the puppets, and that's at 10:30 a.m.
Okay.
The gospel music will be at 11, and the Agee family is going to be there.
Oh, they're good.
To sing at noon, and then the Tabernacle Big Band is going to be at 1:30, and Benjamin Franklin, I thought he was dead.
I know.
But he's going to be there, and he's going to, along with his wife, he's going to tell about the birth of this country that we're in.
I like that. I like that he comes back from the dead once a year to come to this event. He's always at this event. That's
tremendous.
How good of an event it is.
The concessions will include pizza, Italian subs, hot dogs, cotton candy, popcorn, and snow cones.
Dang, that's a good menu.
So they're going to give you prizes for the games that you play. And they want you to come and be a part of this at the United Methodist Church at Mount Crest.
That's a good event, folks. And they've been doing it for a few years now.
Then we're going to have...
This is this weekend, starting tonight.
This is, starting today.
This is a big one, 4-day event.
Started this afternoon at 3. It starts at 3 o'clock.
Awesome.
And it will be the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. And this is at the Lucky Star.
That's right.
And they give you instructions how to get there. But to get in, you must pay a $10 donation fee. and that's per person. Except if you're a kid, you just pay $5. And
but the proceeds are for a good cause.
They're not going to keep the money. They're going to return the money back into the children of Bledsoe County. So that is good. There's going to be live music.
Oh yeah.
And the Cam and the Fresh Buzz is going to be there.
We know them. We had them on here about a month ago, didn't we, promoting this event?
How you named himself the Fresh Buzz, I don't know.
And we should, because, and I can't even remember, and I even asked him. But I can't remember his answer right offhand.
Don Poobah Mealer is going to be there.
There's a good name too.
MJ Hale, Lucius Jerome.
What a name.
Tucker and the Highland Band, and Danger Teague.
They always have interesting names at these.
Well, you've got to come up with an interesting name to create some interest.
That's true. That's true.
If these 4 days, if you want to camp, it'll cost you $20 to put up your tent per night.
Not bad, considering this is a big campground, folks.
And the RVs are $25 a night.
Yeah, and they're nice.
The food is going to be provided by Pig Farmers Barbecue. I never heard of that.
I haven't either. I think it'll be good. I can guarantee you that.
But they want you to bring your own chair, because they don't have enough chairs available for the crowd that will be there.
And this is the 10th annual, Papa.
This is the 10th annual.
Wow.
And it's the Upper East Valley Road. You just drive out of town.
Mikey said about 6 miles, didn't he?
I think it's 5 or 6.
But I mean, it's at least 6 or 7 miles.
So the gates won't be open tomorrow until 11. But today you can get in at 3. The gates will be open at 3 o'clock.
Good deal.
If you want to contact Mikey or his wife Kelly, you may call 423-883-3814 or 762-3097. They want you to contact them if you're interested in coming, if you have any more questions other than what I provided. But it sounds like a good idea and a good time for somebody.
It really is. And I've been to this event a few times, and with this being the 10th annual, I'm sure it's going to be even better than normal. But it's a really good event, and if you've not been to the Lucky Star, you got to go see this place. I'm telling you, it's Bledsoe's best kept secret. It is a beautiful place, isn't it, Papa?
It's a beautiful place. It really is.
I advise you, you can come at dark, but I would come a little bit before dark just so you could see, the venue, the property, because
just see the
don't
water.
Get much in the water. Yes, the water and the waterfall.
This planet that we're on is 75% water.
Yeah, that's true. Yep. And I like how they have the waterfall on the flyer here, on the brochure. Because they do have canoes and paddle boats. So remember, kids can do that, folks. They'll have canoes, paddle boats for their, I guess it's a pond, but it's a big pond. And it's got an awesome waterfall, in the middle of it. I like that. So that's a big event. And it's Friday, Saturday. It's Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. This is a 4-day event, guys.
Well, people will be off from work Monday.
Labor Day.
I'd say most people.
Yeah. Well, it should be, since it's Labor Day. Yeah. Should be, shouldn't it, Papa?
Well, I always had to work on Labor Day.
That's a bummer.
I just did it for 42 years.
That's all. Yeah. Never complained, did you? Papa, I think I did forget about an announcement, because this is a new one. So I about asked you if that was all yours, and then I'm over here forgetting this one. Okay, folks, we just got this announcement in today. Let's see here. It's an annual fundraising shindig supporting survivors of human trafficking, which is very important. Let's see. Hootenanny for Hope. I want to say I'm saying that right, but Hootenanny for Hope. I like that. So the event's called Hootenanny for Hope, and it's going to be at the Mountain Heights Barn in Soddy Daisy, and it's going to be on Friday, September the 29th. They'll have a plated dinner, live music, a silent and live auction, and a hope-filled evening. I like that. Now, there's details and tickets online, folks. You can go to www.blazinghoperanch.org and get all your information there, because this is going to be held at the Blazing Hope Ranch.
I've heard of that.
Yeah, I have too. And so it's in Soddy Daisy, which we have a lot of fans in Soddy Daisy, as I was telling you, Papa. So yeah, go out and support it. And hello, Soddy Daisy, we appreciate you. But this is an important event. Human trafficking is an enormous issue in this country. So
the thing about human trafficking, they're trafficking children.
They are, and it's. I would recommend for anybody to go watch the movie Sound of Freedom.
Our pastor went to that.
You need to see it. You gotta. People have gotta get this. The way of thinking of Democrat Republican. Like, there's some people that just get stuck on that and just blindly loyal to either party. But this is so much bigger than that. You cannot think that way. There's a lot going on, folks. And this movie this is a true story. It exposes a lot of what's going on. And of course, Hollywood didn't want it to come out, and a lot of networks didn't want to show it, which it's not a good look for them. Why would you be against a true story about human trafficking? If you're against that, you're associated with it, or you're protecting them. There is no, that's it. It's one or the other. It's a bad look to be against a movie like that. It's a true story where this guy saved his kid and ended up saving a whole lot of others. So people need to question themselves on this southern border. And if you're just watching TV on the news, on the mainstream media, you won't hear a whole lot about it because they don't want you to hear about it. But it should concern you big time, because the southern border is sitting wide open. Cartel members are running it. Kids are being human trafficked. There's sex trafficking, human trafficking. It's a disaster. It's a disaster, and it's a shame. It's a shame. Our borders should not be wide open. That's a third world country there. The United States has no business doing that. And so hopefully that'll get taken care of. But that movie, the reason I said it too, even despite the opposition, the big corporations and stuff, is the #1 movie all summer.
Really?
Yes. I mean, some theaters went as far as turning off the air conditioner on people watching that movie. That's how far they went to keep people from seeing this. When people go that far to cover stuff up, you got a problem. They're guilty of something. It's common sense tells you that. So, but yeah, that's a movie everybody should see, and I'm glad they're having this event, Soddy Daisy. That's good. Well, Papa, it is trivia time in Tennessee.
I'm glad I get to participate.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I'm thrilled I get to participate.
I asked you a question last week about Superman, and you knew his private identity was Clark Kent.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Now my first question this week is, where did Clark Kent work?
Oh man, I wonder if my Lifeline has a clue about where Clark Kent worked. Was it a newspaper?
Yes.
Okay.
Newspaper.
Cool. Good. I didn't know if I was going to be right or wrong on that one.
What was the name of the newspaper?
I knew you was going to ask me that. That part I do not know.
The Planet.
Oh, okay. That's funny. The Planet. Okay.
Was the Penguin Superman's closest friend? Yes or no?
The Penguin? I'm going to say no.
He was a foe, not a friend.
Yeah, he was a foe of Batman too. Remember on those movies?
Yeah. What animal is king of the jungle?
The lion.
The lion, the male lion.
Yeah. Yeah.
But behind every man there's a woman.
Yeah, exactly.
What birds are black?
Is this a trick question? Blackbirds?
No. Blackbirds is one. Blackbirds is one.
Well, you didn't say how many I had to say.
I said what
crow?
Birds. I said what birds.
Well, I ain't gonna know all of them, but blackbirds, crows.
Crows are black.
You know any more Lifeline?
Those
are the main ones people think of, I'm sure.
I'm sure that's the number one and number two.
Well, you tell me number three.
Starlings.
Oh, yeah.
They're pests. They're pests. All right. Name the animal that has spots, not stripes. Spots.
That's so it's got some solid color and it's got spots too.
Yeah.
Okay.
Black spots.
A hyena.
A hyena does have spots.
Yeah.
That was not the one I was thinking of.
Oh, okay. Spots.
It's in the cat family.
Oh, leopard.
Leopard.
Okay. Yeah.
That's in a song. That's in a song somewhere. I remember.
And
that.
theirs is much prettier than the hyenas. Yeah.
Where does the Chicago baseball team from the American League play? What's the name of their park?
Well, that's a tricky question because you'd think the Cubs, but he's tricking me because he's saying the American League,
the American League Chicago
which
team,
is the White Sox.
White Sox. But where do they play?
I don't know because I've never cared much about them. I don't know.
I never did either. I
honestly don't know.
I went to Chicago Cubs.
Now I can answer that one easily. Wrigley Field.
You know why it's called Wrigley?
It's something to do with the spearmint, that company, yeah.
The same company that made the Wrigley gum.
Yeah.
They were the ones that built that stadium.
That's crazy.
But Comiskey Park is the name of the Chicago White Sox.
Comiskey Park. I have heard of that now that you say it.
Okay. Which pro team did Magic Johnson play for?
Oh, that'd be the L.A. Lakers.
The Lakers.
I know that. That's easy for me because that's my favorite team. The Boston Celtics are travel.
Okay, give me who Bill Russell was a stand-up player
well,
for.
He played for my favorite team, the Boston Celtics.
You're right.
And I know the rivalry was, amazing back in those days. Like it was the rivalry, for so long.
Can you remember Stockton and
for the Jazz, John Stockton?
Jazz.
Yes, and Karl Malone.
Karl Malone.
The mailman.
The mailman. But they were
a dynamic duo for sure.
They were a dynamic duo.
I don't know if they ever got to win a championship finally or not.
No, I don't think so.
And that's a shame because they were definitely good enough to. They just didn't have enough help.
They didn't have enough. I mean, that was the.
It was a two-man show, basically. Yeah.
That was the team.
Yeah, they needed that third player, and they just didn't have it.
In football, you've got to have an outstanding quarterback.
You do.
Because not everyone can pass the ball. Not everyone is adept with their feet to dodge players. So that position is a
must-have.
You got to have a franchise player at quarterback if you're going to win.
You do. You got to have a dang good backup too in case of injury, which could happen.
It don't hurt to have a good quarterback in college either.
It sure don't. In college, they need to have about 2 or 3 backups.
And the year that Peyton Manning should have won the Heisman, he didn't go to. He went to a defensive back, didn't it?
And ain't that the only year that's ever happened? Has it happened since?
Everybody
I don't even
thought
know.
Peyton would win it.
Well, he should have. It was almost like. I felt like he got punished for being so popular that year, in a sense.
You know what? Brother Jim asked us a question this morning in Bible study, why some of the sports figures have such an impact on people's lives.
Mm-hmm.
And he mentioned Peyton Manning, and he mentioned 2 or 3 others. I got to thinking about that. Wholesomeness is an attribute that I thought about
Peyton Manning. Yeah, definitely.
He just came across as the type of man you'd want your daughter to marry.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. He definitely seems wholesome and well-spoken and
pure.
Yeah.
He's on the staff with the UT Knoxville now.
Yes, I remember. I was telling somebody about that, but I couldn't remember what position. Like what is it he's doing
Information again? And something else.
Right.
It's a crip course, but don't you know people lined up
just having him there? Yeah.
Well, I bet you that people signed up that
it'll help recruit him so much, Papa.
Yeah.
That was a smart move, and I think you'll end up. I've always thought he'd end up back in Tennessee at some capacity. I've always thought maybe assistant coach even at some point.
Or just trainer or something.
Something, to be on the staff. But I've always thought that he would be back at UT somehow.
Well, probably at some point in his career he'll have enough money that he can do that.
Yeah, because bless his heart, he don't have it now. I guess that was today's first joke. We're doing jokes a little early today.
Okay.
Is that all the trivia?
That's all the trivia.
Well, I think I done pretty good on that.
You did well.
And I like those questions.
Next week is going to be local.
Oh, okay. That's good. I like that.
Local.
I like that. Oh, I like that then, so I won't dread that either. I'll look forward to it, just like you guys do. All right, folks. Well, coming up after the break, we'll have some sports of all sorts for you. And, of course, after that, we'll have some good old Albertology. And Papa will have some good, funny jokes for us as well at the end. Can he keep his streak alive? We have to stay tuned and find out, I guess, won't they?
Yeah.
Stay tuned, folks. We'll be right back.
You need a bank that you can depend on. Here at Citizens Tri-County Bank, we have the most dependable staff that you will ever meet. Call in, you will not get an automated attendant, you'll get a person. But on the other side, we have all the technology that anyone would need, from apps to online banking to bill pay. So please come and grow with us as we're about to celebrate our 50th year. We are the only community bank you will ever need.
At Jason Lewis Dunlap Supercenter, we're committed to be better. Better prices, better vehicles, a better experience. Your Jason Lewis Dunlap Supercenter understands that you rely on us to provide you with the highest quality of used vehicles. With over 350 pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs. So what are you waiting for? Let us show you a better experience with the Jason Lewis Automotive family. Come visit us at Rankin Avenue here in Dunlap or on the web at dunlapsupercenter.com.
Support small business and shop DunlapMercantile.com.
Welcome back, folks, to the Albert and Billy Show here on WUAT Radio and Channel 18 BTC Fiber TV and the BTC Fiber YouTube channel. Hello, everybody. Welcome back. We're going to take this time to quickly thank our sponsors. So before I say them, a big, huge thank you. We love all of you. And here we go. Thank you to the following businesses and people: Citizens Tri-County Bank, Bilberry Insurance, Scotty's right in downtown Pikeville, the offices of Janine Boynton, Lisa Wheeler, and Michael Walker, Farm Bureau Insurance, that's Matt Massengill and his friendly staff, that's South Pikeville, and of course they're neighbors to another sponsor, Putnam Reed Funeral Home, who's been down there for as long as I can remember.
Yes.
So those two are South Pikeville, aren't they? Also, big thank you to Nicaro Antiques, our closest neighbor. Like I say, you can find just about anything in Nicaro Antiques. There's a huge selection. And also, don't forget that they have opened A new antiques store just a block away on Spring Street, and well, I like the name, simple enough, Spring Street Antiques. I like that. Also, thank you to Morgan Brothers Barbecue. They've always got great food, and of course they have the Bankwalker Brewery, who also has great food. And remember, folks, they're open Thursday, Friday, and Saturday now. So check out the Bankwalker Brewery. Go there tonight. Go there this weekend. And also, Morgan Brothers, you think Popple Family Restaurant. Remember, the Popple Family Restaurant is open once again for breakfast. They're open till 11 a.m. and the breakfast is good. And as I always say, I highly, highly recommend the waffle. That's my favorite. State Farm Insurance, thank you, Nick Smith and his friendly staff. Milldam Outdoor Adventures. It's Lola's. She's a hop skipping away from us right here on Main Street. Michelle Collier, Collier & Company Realty. Let's see. Oh, Bill Wolf and Lee Station Baptist Church. Thank you. Thank you to Southern Pearl Forest Home Decor and Gifts. I nailed it that time. Thank you to the Daily Stop, and thank you to It's Quilting Time, right?
It's quilting time.
The way it's wrote so little is why I struggle with this name, folks. But it's our newest sponsor. But It's Quilting Times is the name of it.
It's right here on Cumberland Avenue.
Right on Cumberland Avenue, so it's right next door to us here, and it's in the old Doc Smith office. So check it out, folks. They are open. So thank you to all of our sponsors, and now let's dive into the wide world of sports, Papa.
All right. Vanderbilt set the pace for the SEC by winning over Hawaii 35-28.
Whoa, it was close.
Yeah, it was just 7 point difference.
Yeah. They got a good vacation out of it, though, I'm sure.
and Tennessee will take on Virginia tomorrow morning at 11 o'clock.
Is it 11 o'clock our time?
11 o'clock our time.
I'm glad you said that. I was thinking 12. That'll be a good one.
I'm disappointed in Alabama being ranked number 4. I think they should be lower than that.
I do too. I mean, they should have to prove themselves.
All that I've heard is Alabama,
and Georgia. Yeah.
Well, of course, Georgia is touted to be the 3-peat.
They're the 2-time defending champion, but it's not realistic really to expect them to win it this year because they've lost too much.
Well, it depends on how smart Kirby Smart is.
Yeah, he's going to have to be a genius to do it again.
Because the success of a team is measured by the coach.
It is. And he is a good coach, but I think his team will be a little bit too young this year.
Well, the coach, like I say, they rise or fall by the success of the team.
Yep.
And the success of the team is dependent on the assistant coaches.
Yeah, the whole system.
I heard this week on television that is one reason Saban has been as
I'm sure
as good as he is because he controls his assistant coaches.
And he gets good ones. Yeah, it's not all him.
And every once in a while, one leaves him to take over a head coaching job like Kirby Smart did.
Kirby Smart's one of them. That's right.
But what I've been hearing is Alabama is the Cadillac of the SEC.
Well, they have been, for the last several years, but I think a new Cadillac's in town.
Well, we'll see.
And right now, I think the Cadillac is Georgia, but I'm telling you, Tennessee's going to be in that Cadillac for long, folks.
Tennessee currently is ranked number 12.
That's too low. I don't agree with that. They should be in the top 10. You seem stunned, but I don't know why. Think they don't?
It's the matter of the 11 that's in front of them.
I think they're better than some of those, though. I really do.
Well, we'll have to wait and see.
That's true. At least we have a fair chance to see.
I had a friend of mine that I had an employee that went to work for Mr. Loomis over in Sweetwater that left me. And then he left him to go to a larger meat packing company. And I called him and told him, I said, Buck, I'm sorry that Howard left you. He said, Albert, the cream always rises to the top.
Yeah.
He said I went as far as I could with him, and he went to some greener pastures.
He was good.
He was good.
Yeah.
So we'll have to wait and see about Tennessee.
Hopefully they will rise to the top. They definitely have the talent to. That's for sure.
It depends on what they do. But now I'm not worried about Florida after last night.
No, man. Which I mean, you know, they played Utah though, didn't they?
Utah's ranked number 14.
There's no shame in losing to Utah. They're no joke.
Florida only scored 11 points.
Yeah, their offense was pretty pitiful.
I'd say that Utah played like they should be a ranked team, like they are a ranked team. Florida played like they're not a ranked team.
Yeah, they did. They did.
They had an off night, or else Utah was that good.
Which Utah is good, but I think it's probably a little both. I do. It was at Utah.
But I had expectations of Florida being better than that. I thought that'd be one of our stumbling blocks along with Alabama and Georgia. I thought we would lose.
Well, I mean, come on, let's face it. A lot of times that's the case here recently. Yeah. But Tennessee changed that last year, though, by beating Florida and Alabama.
Yeah.
So hopefully that'll happen again this year.
That's a good point for you to bring up.
Yeah.
Thank you. Now Bledsoe last Friday night evened their record to 1-1.
Big win over Cumberland
County. By taking on Cumberland County. They had to go in overtime to win, but nonetheless they won in overtime.
It was close.
Well, 14-13 is close as you can get.
It was, and it was like that the whole way.
But Cumberland County is a larger school.
Yeah, so that's a good win.
That's a good
win.
Okay, Alabama will take on Middle Tennessee State tomorrow.
Well, they should beat them.
They should. And Georgia plays UT Martin.
Well, that'd be a win for Georgia, should be.
LSU goes to Florida State.
That'll be a good game to watch.
Florida State's ranked number 8, and LSU's ranked number 5. So it will be a close matched game.
That's a tough first game right there.
Yeah, it is, because usually you start with the Patsies.
Yeah, I think it's smart to start with the Patsies.
Like UT Martin and Middle Tennessee.
Yeah, they're doing it the right way.
Okay.
But honestly, Pawpaw, Tennessee's first game is no pushover either. I mean, Virginia's not going to be easy.
That is not a Patsy.
No, it's not.
Okay. Thursday on the Paul Feinbaum show.
Let's hear about Paul.
The question was, who is on the upset alert this week? And this is what he said. Somebody said that Utah will be beaten by Florida 45-10.
Boy, was they wrong. Man.
West Virginia will upset Penn State.
Maybe.
Auburn, I don't know who Auburn plays, but they said Auburn would win.
Really? I think that's supposed to be worth the flip this year. Maybe they will be.
We'll wait and see. In tennis, Andy Murray got upset.
Yeah, did he lose yesterday? I was hoping he would make a good run.
Now let me tell you this.
He made one incredible shot though that I saw.
Today, the ACC is considering letting California, Stanford, and SMU join the ACC.
Remember me telling you about this the other night and how stupid this is? But
that will make them
one of the dumbest looking conferences ever.
Well, one of the largest conferences.
What are they trying to do? Just make every conference so big? Like they're running it.
I think they're going to narrow it down to about 3 or 4 super conferences.
I mean, I've heard they want to narrow it down to 4, but a lot of people think they're not going to be able to do that. They'll have to have 5. But either way, I wish they'd just leave well enough alone, and they need to do it in a way where it makes geographic sense, Papa. Because you got to admit
I don't think they're concerned about geographic.
Obviously, they're not, and that tells me they're not concerned about the students, the coaches, and the schools. Because I think it's wrong to make schools travel literally across the other end of the country just to be in a conference. So think how many times they're going to have to do that.
Okay, Missouri last night played South Dakota.
How'd that go?
They won 35-10.
Okay.
So the Southeastern Conference
is always going to be the power conference.
They're the power conference.
Mm-hmm. Then that's not going to change.
Okay. In the Paul Feinbaum show last week, they were asking which in-conference rivalries are the best rivalries. Ohio and Michigan.
Ohio State, Michigan is a legendary rivalry there.
The Vols and the Tide.
That is too.
And Georgia and Alabama.
Yeah. Georgia and Florida would be a good one.
And Oklahoma and Texas.
Yeah, it's the Red River Shootout.
And even if they both come into the SECs, which they're going to do,
they're still going to have
a rivalry.
Now, do they come? Is it this year or is it next year?
Next year, 24.
Good.
In Texas A&M.
Oh yeah, that's a big in-state one.
Mm-hmm. So that's good. Then this one really flipped me. It said the most intriguing coaches in the United States. Number 1 was Deion Sanders. Number 2
he is intriguing.
Nick Saban.
How's he intriguing though?
But I couldn't understand how Deion Sanders could be even ranked with Nick Saban.
Well, what do they mean by intriguing, I guess, is what we need to know.
Interesting.
Well, Deion Sanders is interesting. If I saw the two, I would say Nick Saban, you're boring. Deion Sanders, you're entertaining. We never know what you're going to come up with.
I would say Sanders will have a larger school pretty soon.
Oh, I'm surprised he's been able to do what he's done there.
Okay.
Any crazy calls?
The Big Ten is considering Washington, USC, and UCLA.
Oh yeah,
they're going to the Big Ten, which will make them 18 teams.
That is so stupid.
That'd be the largest conference around.
Yeah, I don't get why they want us to make large conferences. It's stupid. And once again, you're making teams on the West Coast go all the way to the Midwest, because let's face it, the Big Ten is a Midwest conference. Yep. So once again, I feel bad for the West Coast teams. They're really getting punished. All those schools are.
I better do some Albertology.
But don't you think? Yeah, we'll get to Albertology, but that's a good. For some reason, the West Coast schools are really having to pay the price with this conference stuff, Papa.
Yes.
They really are.
They're the ones going to bear the brunt of the expense.
Man. All right, Albert. All right, Albert. Albertologizes.
The Revenge of the Postmaster is the name of this article.
What a name.
Give you a background. On October the 17th in 2001, 62-year-old James Beal was fired from his job as relief postmaster in Empire, Michigan. Now that's the background.
Okay. He was fired.
The next day, James Beal showed up at the post office carrying 2 5-gallon buckets full of worms, grubs, and porcupine poop.
Yeah.
He proceeded. He went back to the post office where he worked, but he's fired now.
Right.
He proceeded to splatter several of his former co-workers with this concoction that he had in these buckets, completely saturating 2 of them. And he was on his way to his car for another bucket when the police arrived. And he was charged with 4 counts of assaulting a federal worker. And he said, I let my anger sort of overrule my judgment. But he was sentenced to 18 months in federal prison.
over porcupine poop.
Isn't that something?
Yeah, that is something. That's a little bit funny too. Can't help it.
These are some sayings by famous women, wise women.
Oh, so these are just quotes.
These are quotes.
Okay.
Oprah Winfrey said this.
She
You can have it
lots.
all.
Mm-hmm.
You just can't have it all at once.
That's true. That's something she's right about.
Irma Bonbeck,
Mm-hmm.
she said, when I stand before God at the end of my life,
Mm-hmm.
I would hope that I would not have a single bit of talent left and could say, I used everything you gave me.
Oh, I like that one.
Beverly Seals says, you may be disappointed if you fail, but you're doomed if you don't try.
Oh, I like that one too. A lot of sense in
Then
that.
Joan Rivers, she's a comedian.
Oh yeah.
She said, I have become my own version of an optimist. If I
Mhm.
can't make it through one door, I'll go through another door, or I'll make a door. Something terrific will come no matter what.
Well, that's good advice there for sure.
Eleanor Roosevelt, she came to
Okay.
Crossville one time.
Oh yeah.
You gain strength, courage, and confidence by every experience in which you really stop to look fear in the face.
That's right.
Martha
right.
Washington, George's with.
Oh yeah.
The greater part of our happiness or misery depends on our dispositions and not our circumstances. People
point.
let circumstances color what happens in their life,
Mm-hmm.
but what really determines how you handle a circumstance is
It's
what
you.
you are made of yourself, your
That's
own
true.
convictions.
You're right. You can look
Harriet
at the.
Beecher Stowe was
I've heard
an
that
authoress.
name. Okay.
When you get into a tight place and everything seems against you, till it seems you could not hold on for one more minute,
Yeah.
then never give up.
Mm.
For that is just the place and time the tide will turn.
That is true. That's
Jim
a good thing to
Valvano
remember.
said, never give up, never give up.
I knew that.
267.
Some of those are really good, sayings.
The almighty dollar. Have you ever heard that phrase?
Oh yeah.
This was coined by New Yorker Washington Irving. He was an
I've
author.
heard of him.
He was an author. He wrote
Sleepy Hollow.
Sleepy Hollow.
Okay.
The almighty dollar, that great object of universal devotion throughout the land. He's the first one that used that term, almighty dollar.
Did not know that. Interesting.
Have you ever heard the phrase multimillionaire?
Well, yeah. Yeah.
That phrase was used of John Jacob Astor Hotel and Astor
Oh,
Hotel.
okay.
At his death in 1848,
Mm.
the fur trader, John Jacob Astor, was worth $20 million.
That'd be a
And they
huge
said
amount
of
back
him
then.
that he was a multimillionaire.
So that's the
Today,
first time
that
I'd
would be
word that.
$80 billion.
I was about to say, they don't know what that'd be worth today. Yeah. He was mega wealthy, Papa.
Mega wealthy. I guess we better
Mega.
guess we better do some jokes now.
Well, we'll have to at some point, yes. But
Yeah.
if you had something else there, you could have said it. It's all right.
Well,
But I'm always ready for jokes, of course.
I'm ready to. All right. About his promotion to vice president, this man was bragging very heavily about it, and it got out of hand when his wife became annoyed at his bragging because he got promoted to vice president. She said, look, being a vice president isn't all that special. They even have at the supermarket where I work, they have a vice president of peas. Not believing her, the man called the supermarket and demanded, get me the vice president of peas.
The vice president.
The clerk
please.
said, is that fresh, canned, or
Oh my
frozen?
gosh. Hey, you know what? Before you say anything, this could be a joke too, because we meant to. Did we even say what we were going to say about the folk festival? And did we even remember to do that? Did we do it?
Yeah.
Okay. I couldn't remember if we were rolling when we were talking about it yet. I knew we rehearsed it.
I've got them turned upside down now.
Well, that one was a good one.
I've got to figure out
Should
which
be
way.
no vice president of peas anyway.
Well, I've got these turned upside down. All right.
Well, that could be the best joke of all day.
My nephew told his teacher that his mom was on parole. Actually, she's in the National Guard patrol.
Oh, huge difference.
A relative of mine, a minister, once performed a wedding in a car.
In a car.
The pair were too old and frail to get out. So he got on his knees in the front seat and turned to them in the back seat. And during the ceremony, he got to the end, he declared them husband and wife. And then he said to the man, it's customary to kiss the wife, kiss the bride.
Right.
And the groom said, well, go ahead. Oh.
That's pretty good right there now. They're out to a good start.
Swimming is a confusing sport because sometimes you do it for fun and sometimes you do it to keep from dying. I remember when I was
Ain't that the truth?
When I was taught how to swim, my uncle threw me in and said, swim or die. I swam.
You know, a lot of people learn how to swim like with the sink or swim method.
Spotted on a Facebook marketplace. It says, giving away a brand new coffin. Bought it for my husband, but he's lived longer than I hoped he would. I expect I'll no longer need this coffin, so it's cluttering up my house. Come and get it.
Wow.
Hopelessly lost in an upstate New York, I waved down a passing police officer, and I was looking for a certain address and asked him how to get it, and he said, well, it's in the opposite direction. She said, was it okay if I make a U-turn? He said, if I don't see you. So she quickly did a U-turn, went 2 blocks, and he blue lighted her down, and he said, I saw you.
Wasn't too smart on her part, was it?
Listen to this one. The crowded diner had a sign reading, not responsible for personal items. So Larry kept checking on his belongings because the sign said we're not responsible.
Yeah, for real.
Finally, his pal said, Larry, you're driving me nuts. Stop watching our coats. I'm only watching mine. Yours got stolen an hour and a half ago.
That's awesome.
I was giving my young student a mental maturity test. One image showed an incomplete stick figure with an arm missing and a leg missing. And I said, what does he lack? I said, a wheelchair.
That was pretty clever. I never thought of that one.
This used to be said of me, but not anymore.
We'll
I
see
was
about
visiting
that.
a local art gallery when I noticed a middle-aged couple paused in front of a life-size painting of a beautiful woman naked with a cluster of leaves strategically located 3 places in her body. So the wife stated that the picture was in bad taste and moved on. But
I bet he didn't feel that way.
not her husband. He's still standing there. So she said, what are you waiting for? Fall. You know, some of my leaves are already falling.
Are they?
They are.
I bet. That was a dang good papa.
Now listen.
Tell us one more. It's
Listen
gonna be hard to top that one.
Listen to this one. The Village Blacksmith. Now, you don't remember blacksmiths.
I've heard of them.
But we had a blacksmith in Pikeville, Tennessee.
Yeah, I mean, I've
His name was
heard of it.
His name was J.R. Poff.
J.R.
And he had a building that DeWitt Carter put a factory in after that man died.
Oh, I didn't know that.
But anyway, that building's not here anymore. But this is the Village Blacksmith finally found an apprentice willing to work long, hard hours.
Mm-hmm.
So the blacksmith instructed the boy, when I take the shoe out of the fire, I'll lay it on the anvil, and when I nod my head, you hit it with a hammer. So the apprentice did just what he told. Now he's the village blacksmith.
He just doing what he's told. He's doing what he's told.
Let me
more. Yeah.
Let me do this. I got two quick ones.
Okay, that's fine.
I don't know who's worse. The people who sign their cats' names on Christmas cards or the cats who refuse to sign. Cats don't do what you want them to do.
Not always, no.
Now this will be the last one. To all those who received a book from me as a Christmas present.
Yeah.
They're due back at the library tomorrow.
Oh, wow. Well, that was a real giving person.
That's cheap. That's a cheapskate.
That's a big time cheapskate.
Oh, man.
I know some people that are cheap. Boy, that's pretty bad right there. Oh, wait. Well, the streak continues, Papa. That was good.
You think those jokes were pretty good?
I thought they were all good. I sure did. Well, folks, don't forget, let's come out and support all these local events that are going on this weekend. There's a lot of good events. You obviously come out to downtown tomorrow for the Cruise In Summer Night event. Remember, Legacy will be performing on the Main Street stage. The Farmers Market will be open most of the day and into the night for the Cruise In. And then we also have another huge event, a 4-day event for Labor Day weekend. That's the 10th annual Bash at the Lucky Star. Remember, this is for a good cause. All the proceeds go to hungry children in Bledsoe County. So it is for a good cause. Like I always say, this is a beautiful piece of property. If you've never been, highly recommend it. And there'll be a lot of good music, a lot of good food too. So check it out, folks.
My pastor says that the language of heaven would be music.
Well, there'll be a lot of music there, I think.
Because he said anywhere you go in the world, music is a common denominator.
Yes.
The notes on the music scale are the same.
It can unite people, and sometimes you can get words and messages and songs that you can't necessarily get in a conversation.
Well, you can
get that point across.
You don't want to listen to a rapper, though. He says that they use foul language.
Yeah, a lot of them do. Not all of them, but a lot do, but not all.
He asked me if I'd ever listened to a rapper, and I said, no.
I would pay money to see Papa attempt to rap. That would be, man, that'd be so worth the money too. But anyway, we'll be back next time for another edition of the Albert and Billy Show. And don't forget, we do have an upcoming crossover episode with the Ed Brown Show. So we'll let you know more about that. But I want to wish everybody a happy Labor Day. It's Labor Day weekend. Enjoy your time off. You deserve it. So happy Labor Day, everyone. We'll see you next time.
Bye-bye, folks.
Hey, folks. Albert and Billy here. You're watching us on Channel 18, BTC Fiber. Check us out on BTC Fiber YouTube channel. Be sure to subscribe and like. And check out our Facebook page. Be sure to like and share. Thanks, everybody, for watching.